Hi folks, welcome into TK Power Sports. We have a big shakeup in the PWC industry because Yamaha just revealed this, the 2026 Crosswave. This is a 4-seat PWC and you can walk all the way around it, including up there on the bow. And we've got to talk about it. So in this video, I'm going to show you all the features on this new Yamaha Crosswave. We'll talk about, yes, should this be the future of PWCs and should other brands make a model like this? And then of course, we'll talk about some of the other changes that have arrived for the 2026 Waverunner lineup. Let's dive into all of that right now. Let's start with power. So the engine in this new Crosswave is the 1.9 liter high output Yamaha Marine engine. That of course is a 4-cylinder, 4-stroke, 1,898cc engine, and it was just redesigned. So that is Yamaha's newest marine engine that they've put here into the Crosswave. Now I'm sure the first thing you want to know is sort of the size of this unit, and yes, it is as big as it looks. It's going to be the biggest Waverunner in the lineup. Overall length here comes in at 155 inches. Overall width measures at 67 inches. Overall height comes in at 52 inches. And just for a little context on the size, the Yamaha FX Cruiser SVHO, it has a total length of 11 foot 9 inches, where this new Crosswave is 12 foot 9, so it is 1 foot longer than an FX Cruiser, and that model has a width at 4 foot 2 inches, where this new Crosswave, its width comes in at 5.5 feet. So yes, it's bigger than everything else Yamaha offers, and that's why it can do this. You can ride 4 people on this new Crosswave. What is cool though is those rear seats are removable if you're not carrying all of those passengers. And I'm sure you're wondering, what does this thing weigh? Well, I couldn't find an official spec from Yamaha that's been released yet. As soon as I get that weight, I'll drop it down there in the comments. But I think right now they're not too eager to share that number just yet. For fuel capacity, this Crosswave is packing 100 liters of fuel. That's 26.4 gallons. And overall storage capacity here is kind of ridiculous at 311 liters. That is 82 US gallons worth of storage. And once again, if you want context, the Yamaha FX Cruiser SVHO has a storage capacity at 44.5 gallons. So yes, the storage here is nearly double what you're going to find on other Yamaha Waverunner models. Now, some of the specifics on the storage: there is a rod storage compartment. A lot of what you're going to see here is aimed at anglers, people who want to go fishing. There's also a dedicated anchor locker up in the bow, so that's pretty neat, and that is a first for a PWC. And then there is dual in-hull stern compartments you can see here, and those close up. So yeah, storage, and utility everywhere you look on this thing. There's also a standard 52-liter cooler. Now you can mount that up on the bow, or you can mount it in the positions behind the driver if those rear passenger seats are removed. So that is nice too. So not only is there built-in storage, but there's some included storage thanks to the cooler. Now, up in front of the rider, you're getting Yamaha's Connect infotainment system. This is the same as what you're going to find on other Waverunners, but what's not the same is you actually have a spot for dual monitors, dual 7-inch monitors. So you're getting Connect, and then you're also getting a Simrad marine electronic system, and that's going to help with navigation when you're out there on the water. So yeah, pretty cool to have those dual monitors up front. There's another really cool feature I want to show you too. You can see it here. It's the first ever PWC clean out port. That's what Yamaha is calling it. Essentially, it's going to allow you to get into your pump area from the top. So traditionally, if you did jam up stuff into your grate, you had to sort of get in the water, reach underneath the PWC and try to clean it out. And then if you got it out of the water, you could, remove your intake grate and then reach your hand up in from the bottom. Well, Yamaha has actually put a port on top of the hull, so you can remove that and reach down into that area and clean out any weeds or debris. That's a really smart idea. And yes, if this happens to you out on the water, it means that you don't have to get down into the water, which generally is full of weeds, which is what you've sucked up, so you can just do it from on top of the hull. That is a pretty neat feature, and I'm curious to see how that's going to work out there. So now you've seen the Crosswave, folks. I think the question is, was this the right move by Yamaha? And it's funny, last year they brought out the new Jet Blaster, so they redesigned sort of the entry-level Rec Light models. Those are really cheap and fun-focused and lightweight, and they're all about, thrills out on the water. Well, I'd say this is the exact opposite. This Crosswave is about bringing a whole bunch of people and stuff out on the water in something a little smaller than a boat. I like that it's called the Crosswave, because my first thought was this is a crossover model between a larger jet boat and a PWC. And it's been the trend in PWCs already for, 2 decades, which is they keep getting bigger and heavier, and they can accommodate more stuff and more people. And this is sort of a continuation of that trend. Now, of course, Yamaha offers a full lineup of jet boats too, so if you want to go the full boat route, you can do that with Yamaha as well. But now they have this Crosswave, which sort of sits there in the middle. And yeah, I think if you're a person who does love fishing, that's going to be one of the great advantages here. They don't have sort of a fish-specific model, but it seems like all of the Crosswaves are going to be ready to go out and be used as sort of an angling platform. And then as they show in a lot of the photos too, if you have a family, of course, this is one unit that you can take 4 people on, and that right there alone is a big deal, because if you're a family of 4, now you only have to buy 1 PWC and not 2. So that's kind of a big deal alone. So yes, I think it was probably a smart move by Yamaha, just because this is the feedback they keep getting. I want a PWC, I want that thrilling ride, but I also want to bring more people and stuff. Now, we don't have pricing on it yet. That's going to be another, crucial part to the story. And Yamaha says that the Crosswave is going to be hitting the water in spring of 2026. So we have a little bit longer to wait to really get more details on it. But for now, I've weighed in. I think it's pretty cool and a smart idea. I do think it looks a little goofy. If I have to give you my one negative impression, yeah, it doesn't look super cool like the rest of the Waverunner lineup. But now let me toss it back at you guys. What do you think of the Crosswave? Let me know in the comments below. Well, folks, we have come to the end of this video. Now, I am very happy to see Yamaha still innovating in the Waverunner and PWC segment. They're watching Sea-Doo do a lot of these specialized models like the Adventure Pro and the Fish Pro, and now they've said, well, we have an answer, and it's the Crosswave, and it can kind of do all of those things. Plus, it's a unique take on this idea because it has that full walk-around deck, including up onto the bow. So, yeah, fun thinking from Yamaha, and I can't wait to see it on the water. Now, drop down below, like I already mentioned, leave me that comment, let me know what you think. As always, don't forget to hit like, hit subscribe, hit join to become a member of TK Power Sports, and then come right back here to the channel and see what we're testing next. See ya.